This is CNN Breaking News.
Hello, I'm Lynda Kinkade, live from CNN's World Headquarters here in Atlanta. Good to have you with us. We begin in Kyiv, which is now under curfew on the 27th day of Russia's brutal and unprovoked war in Ukraine. In just the past few hours, several loud explosions were heard by a CNN team on the ground. One blast so strong, it set off car alarms. But the resistance appears to be holding, and one NATO official says all signs point to a stalemate. Which is west of the capital city. Ukrainian forces say they've taken back control of Makariv after days of intense fighting. But the city's mayor is still calling on residents to leave that area. Well, meanwhile, the head of the Kyiv region says the region was bombed 84 times overnight. This school building now just a shell of what it once was. Well, in the decimated southern city of Mariupol, hundreds of thousands remain in underground bomb shelters without food, heat, water or electricity. And there's no way out. Ukraine's president says the devastation in Mariupol amounts to war crimes by Russia.
The besieged Mariupol will go down in history as an example of the responsibility for war crimes. What the occupiers have done to Mariupol is an act of terror that will be remembered for centuries.
Well, for more from the Ukrainian capital, I want to bring in CNN's Fred Pleitgen, who joins us from Kyiv. And Fred, you're in a city that is under curfew. You've been hearing sirens amongst other terrifying sounds. Just explain to us what you're seeing, what you're hearing.
Hi there, Lynda. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely a city where you can feel the war very, very close. And this fighting has been going on throughout the entire day. What we're seeing right now from our position is black smoke over large parts, especially the northern parts of the city, but also a lot of very loud explosions, a lot of very loud bangs. And if you look on the skyline, especially towards the northern part of the city, there's massive plumes of smoke that are coming up pretty much constantly. It really seems as though the fighting is concentrating around those areas. And that's something that we've seen throughout the course of the day, where we've seen and heard artillery fire, rocket fire, and even machine gun fire that was very clearly to be heard even at our position right here. So this is a major battle that's going on right here around the Ukrainian capital, around Kyiv, and certainly one, Lynda, that has been going on for the better part of the day. Of course, air raid sirens have been going off as well. One of the things that happened today was also that the Ukrainians say that the Russians fired a very large missile towards the Ukrainian capital. They say that was intercepted, and that then the remnants of that missile dropped into the Dnieper River, which is, of course, the mighty river that runs through the Ukrainian capital. But, we've been reporting over the past couple of days, past couple of weeks, really, Lynda, that the Russians seem to be trying to encircle the Ukrainian capital of Kyiv. It certainly seems to us as though the Ukrainians are putting up some massive resistance. I think that's something that we're seeing play out right now in the northern, especially the northwestern outskirts of the capital city, with really some heavy fighting that's been going on for hours and hours as we've been watching and listening all of this unfold. Lynda?